Good morning, lovelies. I was actually going to try to sleep until 6 today because I've been so exhausted and have to drive really far for work again. But my cat had other plans and decided to wake me up right before 4 anyway. So I try to go back to sleep, but that's not happening probably because my body's used to being up. So here we go. Let's start the day. Just a quick 15-minute walk today because I have places to go and things to do, and I still have to do my lower body workout. Hey, so I just did a quick 15-minute walk today, but I had to start journaling early because a bunch of thoughts started coming to me when I was putting my contacts in. You know how sometimes things just click in your head, like you start figuring things out. There was a song on, it was saying something about they don't want anyone touching their body. And I was like, yeah, I guess it's not just me who stays alone as a woman and isn't around men. And then I started thinking about like all on social media, all the women saying this is why we choose the bear, this is why I'm alone, like I don't trust men around my children because you never know what could happen. All kind of things I keep seeing, even meeting other women who choose to stay single. And it got me thinking, like, oh my gosh, all these women that, like, it connects, like, the spirituality level and the government stuff that's going on is all connected. Well, everything in the universe is connected, but, like, I had a aha moment because if all these women are awakening and realizing their own power and standing in their own power, and sorry, men, to say this, but men are gonna get mad, but they say a great man is just an average woman because women do so much, and once they know their power, they're like unstoppable. They are just like a force to be reckoned with, and it's not just a saying, it's a fact, because we are like, we get stuff done and we stand on business. Well, when we're in our power, and we know ourselves. So it got me thinking, like, all these laws that they keep trying to pass are trying to repress women, women's health, and women's rights. Like, I've even been hearing about they don't want women to travel alone and all this stuff. And of course, the laws, like in Iran, and it's like because they're afraid of it. So here's what I wrote down quickly, but I plan on expanding it later in my journal. But I wrote, a lot of women are feeling more comfortable on their own and being alone. The people in power do not like this. This is why they are trying to pass all of these laws to repress women. Their fear of letting women be free rules their society. Oh, that was when I was talking about Iran. Men feel threatened by women who know their own power. And that's the thing, is like, nobody wants a woman president. Like, no one wants a woman to lead the country. Men don't want all these like roles taken by women. It's because they're scared of what could happen, because they want to oppress us. They want to have power. They want to be in control, and they don't want that narrative to change. So when they see a bunch of women not married, like just living their lives and like awakening to the fact that they don't need a man, they don't have to be married to survive. They can survive on their own. They don't need children. A lot of times nowadays, a lot of people are not having children. I mean, I have children and I love my children, but a lot of younger people are choosing not to have children, and they don't feel a need to like fill something in a void in them with having children. And like in the past, that's what women did. We would, well, you get married, you have kids, that's what you do, that's your role in life, and that's all you're worth. Now women are seeing like the reality. They're waking up to the truth, and men don't freaking like it because they liked being in control and walking around and oppressing people. And yes, we talk about oppression of like race for all these years, but they have always tried to oppress women. And not just our society, in so many societies. They want women to think that they're meek and timid and mild, and that they don't have a voice, and that what they think is not good enough, that they're not smart enough. And let's be fucking real. Anyone who looks at statistics, women are usually more intelligent than men. Sorry, guys, but it's a fact. And they're scared of that shit. So, it is what it is. But I was just thinking about that today. On a different note though, I did want to read a couple things out of this little book that I was reading this morning. I wanted to read you that the first spiritual law of success is a law of pure potentiality. And that says that our essential state is one of pure potentiality. Pure potentiality is pure consciousness. It's the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity. Maybe that's why I started thinking about that. Honestly, maybe my brain like connected something. Then there was a part on this page I wanted to read. Let me see. Okay. When our internal reference point is our spirit, our true self, we experience all the power of our spirit. When our internal reference point is the ego or self-image, we feel cut off from our source. Sorry, I had to sneeze. And the uncertainty of events creates fear and doubt. The ego is influenced by objects outside of the self. Sorry, I had to sneeze again. Okay, outside of the self. Circumstances, people, and things. It thrives on the approval of others. It wants to control because it lives in fear. But the ego is not who we are. The ego is our social mask. It is our role we are playing. Wait! That's literally what I was just saying about them, about the government people in the men in higher up roles. They're just living ego based. It's all in their ego. They want the approval of others. It wants to control because it lives in fear. Because they're fucking scared. Just like I said. But whatever. I'm wiser than I may appear. Objects are larger than they may appear in the mirror. I'm wiser than I may appear externally. No, but I really am. There are so many things that I know that I don't talk about. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Oh, while I'm doing this, I might as well just do the affirmation thing right now. Let's pick a card. Okay, I'm gonna pick a card. Also, today is my dead father's birthday, so on the top of my journal I wrote, "Happy heavenly birthday, Dad." Okay. I don't believe in hell, but if I did, he wouldn't be in heaven. But that's not my doing. I mean, that's Christians' beliefs. I don't believe the same things. I think everyone is in heaven anyway. Okay, today my card is inspiration. If that is not just perfect for today. Okay. There's a voice of inspiration within me right now. It's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Yay, that's perfect because of what I was just talking about. Yeah, just wait till my voice is a megaphone and everyone hears it. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. No one watches my content, but I'm just saying, like, well, I did do this a few years ago where I was putting stuff out like that and people were not happy and a lot of my videos were being silenced or taken down. But it is what it is. And I also post on YouTube, so